Fine day, isn't it?
Fresh fish, straight from the fjords.
Spiced wine to warm the blood.
Apples, tomatoes, leeks, and cabbages.
The finest fish here. Caught daily.
The cold, bitter with our spiced wine.
Fresh off the freshest in Skyrim.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.
The finest fish. Daily.
Apples, tomatoes, leeks, and cabbages. Fresh and
Spiced
ripe.
wine to warm the blood.
Fresh fish. Fish from the fjords.
The taste and heart.
Get your fresh produce.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
Cold, bitter with our spiced wine.
Fresh and ripe.
Spiced wine.
From the fjords.
Our spice.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the imperials. But what can I help you with? It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get. To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow. I think I would, if it weren't for my son. Sema would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield. You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha! Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Be careful.
Just arrive in the city? Is it true what they say then? There are dragons about. I like you. No man is a match for a dragon. Buying one of our blades wouldn't hurt your chances, though. Food, experience, and a roof over my head in the finest city in Skyrim. If money's all you hold dear, then you end up like Jarl, plague on the city. Captain Aldis can't prove it, but that Argonian is up to no good. May your sword feast on Stormcloak flesh.
what I hear. You're the one who gave Thalmor a black eye. Sure know how to pick your enemies, don't you?
Someday soon you will all see battle.
Out with it.
And what you do here today may well save your lives. Out with it. That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the general for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready. Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods. Generally, posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Answer to yourself, sneak thief.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
That's an asset
Balgruuf
of the
refuses
Imperial.
the Legion's
Keep your
right to
guts. You
garrison
can't wait to
troops in
kill
his
another of Ulfric's
On the other
boys.
hand, also...
Think you've got the metal, huh? Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, a rebellion, now dragons. Skyrim's a mess. If you're serious, you're in the right place. Our headquarters is in Castle Dour. Here you'll find General Tullius, commanding our forces in Skyrim. But talk to Legate Ricka. She handles the local recruitment.
This time, share some of your
I'll take my leave
intelligence
then.
regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir. Sir, we can't just keep trading blows with the rebels like this. Sir?
You won't get anything out of me, you filthy sons of workers. I stand with the Stormcloaks.
You can sell off that junk at bits and
Never
pieces.
break my will. Never.
Aye.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an...
You want something from me? Hmm?
Make it quick.
Do you have business with the Dominion? How may I be of service? I am Arundel, a Thalmor Justiciar and advisor working on behalf of the Aldmeri Dominion. The embassy's role is to entertain the Jarls and collect information. My role is of a more military nature. I advise on minor decrees and local ordinances, and ensure they align with the interests of the Thalmor. Yes, I too found it odd. After traveling to the embassy to settle a dispute, I returned to the headquarters to find it completely deserted. An esteemed Aldmeri dignitary had come to watch a Stormcloak sympathizer lose his head, and as he so eloquently put it, stain his unmentionables. While the execution went swiftly, and the dissident did soil his tunic rather splendidly, this fellow did manage to enact one last measure of revenge. Well, I have watched Artar perform dozens of executions personally, and have yet to witness such a prolific spray of blood. In fact, to call it a spray would do it a disservice. It was a shower of crimson, the majority of which seemed to guide itself uncannily toward our dignitary and his venerated wife. I think she may have even swallowed a healthy portion of the man's blood. Blame was directed solely at the executioner. The dignitary demanded the heads of Artar, Captain Aldis, and even General Tullius. At least I presume that is what he meant by the clumsy oaf and his idiot superiors. Surely you jest. We are the original people, the Aldmer of time immemorial. We are the direct descendants of Elnefey, and superior by birthright. When I deign to follow the custom of the lesser children, it is simply to acknowledge their worth, limited as it may be. True, but there are many aspects that can affect the outcome of a war, and fortune plays a part. Whether it is a war or a duel, the superior fighter does not always strike the first blow. But over time, the difference between the two becomes more and more apparent. While it's true Man and Mer are both descendants of Elnofey, the Elnofey were far from monolithic. Long ago, they had splintered into two groups. The first group is the ancestor of Mer. The second is that of men and, most notably, beasts. Our current form is a representation of one's blood. Would you not agree that the beast races are cousins of the animals of the wild? One does not look at a cat and neglect its similarity to Khajiit, nor does one gaze upon a troll and not turn his thoughts to man. It is therefore an undeniable fact that of the two groups of Elnofey, it is the Aldmer who bear the most resemblance to the gods. If that is a reference to my clothing, then yes, I will never be a Nord, nor do I desire to. But clothing and blood are not the same. One can be changed and discarded. The other is a part of one's being. For one, I assist with the crafting of decrees to ensure they have the proper authority to be enforced. The wording must be so that it precludes all forms of sedition, even those that are not immediately apparent. Dissidents have historically used song, metaphor, and irony to circumvent decrees outlawing criticism of their rulers. These have always been effective tools in rousing negative sentiment, because they are often misinterpreted by those in power. Many of them are too arrogant to understand when they are being openly mocked. That is where I come in. My role is far less defined due to the nature of Solitude's politics. The Jarl, the housecarls, the Empire, and even the bards to some extent influence how the city is ruled. It would be a grand opportunity to put my diplomatic skills to the test. Although it's likely I would just be beaten and tortured, as the Nords have yet to develop more sophisticated techniques. If the rebels took over, would it not be prudent for them to have a liaison through which they could submit their threats? My role is to negotiate and interpret the terms of the White Gold Concordat for any imperials that forget their station. In other words, I carry no sensitive information. I fight the war through facts and analysis. Not everything is as rudimentary as you make it out to be. We all have our roles to play. Mine simply has not been made evident yet. Certainly, in Hammerfell, where brute force was applied, we made marginal gains at the cost of our own forces. Conversely, by negotiating the ban of Talos worship in Skyrim, we created internal conflict for our adversaries that weakened them from within. That is how diplomacy can be wielded as a weapon. That is how wars are won without a single casualty. As you were.